Hi everyone, my name is Abu Bakr Ibrahim. I'm a PhD student at the University Autónoma de Barcelona at the Space Science Institute. I'm working within the Magnesia Working Group, which is funded by the European Research Council under the supervision of Dr. Nandaria. I'm here to give a talk. I'll present my work during my first academic year, 2020-2021. Starting by giving an introduction about pulsars. What are pulsars? Pulsars are highly magnetized and rapidly rotating neutron stars, which emit across wide range of wavelengths. You can see here from this figure, I'm showing the standard emission mechanism of pulsars, where we see the rotation axis and magnetic axis. So the pairs of positron electron particles accelerated throughout the magnetosphere, which is the gaps, and then they escape through the open magnetic field line to emit beam of radiation. We also, in the second figure, I'm showing here the PP dot diagram, which shows different classification, plotting pulsars in the period and period derivative will allow us to classify different category of pulsars. The important, also we focus in magnetars, which are located here with the green color. What are the magnetars? Magnetars are isolated pulsars whose emission is thought to be powered by decay and instabilities of their magnetic field. So what is my research? My research is within the Magnesia Work Group 1. I'm collaborating with Rajat, Alice, and Francisco. The main aim of my project is search for transient event and pulsars in archival data. The archive data will be collected from number of telescopes across all the wavelengths from radio to gamma ray. Also, this project will be achieved by developing a search code for transient and periodic signal from this data. In later stage, also we will perform machine learning techniques to classify our objects. So, do pulsars emit across multi-band frequency? The answer is yes. One of the famous pulsars is Crop pulsar, which is located in Crop Nebula. We can see here the light curve of the pulsar, which emit across all the range of the frequency from radio frequency up to gamma ray frequency. We see the variation, some variation in the pulse across each of the window. We also see the nebula, which contain the pulsar as the pulsar at the supernova remnant, also emit across all the wavelengths, which each wavelength of these tell us something about the physical process. For example, the radio show us the highlight, the turbulent gas, and the infrared, the dust, and the visible light show us the emission from the gas. So do pulsars also transients? The answer is also yes. Here in this plot, I'm showing the long-term light curve of all the outbursts discovered up to the end of the 2017, where the plot show all the magnetars which are plotted in time in x-axis, and I have luminosity in y-axis. So we see large variety of behavior, as you can see here from in the figures. Each source show different behavior as transient. We also see that all the outbursts have hard in their X-ray spectrum. So we see they start from hard emission, and then there is begin gradually to soften as the flux decrease, because you can see the decrease in the flux. So the pulsars also could be considered as transients. What are the activities I have done through this academic year? First, I have collaborated in the study of magnetars 1810. In this study led by Alice, we have used X-ray observation from number of telescopes, as you can see here, where we have studied the spectral evolution of the magnetars, which shows to the thermal spectrum that well modeled by multiple black body component. I'm showing here the result, the component of the result. So we have here, here you have in x-axis the energy, and we have different components here. I will highlight them very quickly. First, I have the unfolded spectra, And then here I have the best fit of spectra using 4 black body model. And we see clearly the model fits the data very well in this with the residual in the B panel. Also, the rest of the panels shows different normalization for the black body component, ranging from the whole neutron stars, cold, warm, and hot, respectively, across C and D and E and F. We also study the timing evolution and how, and it shows that some change in the spin down rate of my source from 7.2 to 1.5 multiplied 10 to minus 11 in terms of the spin down rate within 2 months. This paper has been published in the another work that I'm working now in another project called XMM and neutron star observation of Swift 1818. In this study, I'm also using observation from mainly XMM and NuSTAR telescopes to study the spectral evolution. This could be done by modeling the spectrum of the source, as I show here. So here I'm using double black body model to model the spectra, and we see clearly from the best fit residual that the model fits the data very well. I'm also going to study the timing technique. Will be studied also to check for the timing behavior of the source. Also, other activities are based on my master project that I'm working in dispersion measure variation using data from LOFAR telescope. I'm using large set of pulsar data for 5 years to measure the DM variation, as you can see here for the results. So each point here represent the DM across the time span of the 5 years, and we see a clear decreasing trend in the Pulsars 1543. I also perform the structure function analysis to quantify the turbulent structure of the interstellar medium. The last activity done here, I'm collaborating also in NICE observation 1547, where the main aim is to study the monitoring timing campaign of the 1547 performed with NISA. I'm involving in performing a suitable timing analysis technique to study the timing behavior of the source. As I'm pointing out here, this is the result of the searching for pulsar, and it's clear that find the pulse in this frequency. Also, there is other activities that I have been participated with, mainly attending online conferences due to the COVID-19. I'm here mentioning a few of them: the IPTA International Pulsar Timing Array, the European Astronomical Society, and the SK Science Conference. I have also participated as a tutor for the 4th Institute of the Space Science Summer School, which is focusing artificial intelligence for astronomy. And thank you so much for your attention.